Hey friends, Shay here. So I'm quickly filming this video for you after work one day. So my lighting's not the best and I look a little haggard and a little worse for wear, but I hope you'll forgive me because I'm really ready to talk to you guys about Game Between the Suits. Now this is the third title that has come out from the Steamship imprint of 7 Seas. If you're interested in my thoughts on the other two, they will be linked in the corner throughout the video, so you can check out my thoughts on Outbride and I'll Never Be Your Crown Princess in those videos. So today we're here to talk about Game Between the Suits. So this is the first one that has been truly strictly a contemporary story. Nothing supernatural or, you know, otherworldly is happening between these two. In this one, we're following a woman named Sayu. Sayu is a woman who is married to her job. Her job is very important to her. This is set in the tone of the very first scene we see of Sayu, where she is having a sexual intimate moment with her boyfriend at the time. She gets a call from work. She answers it. Obviously, the mood dies, and the boyfriend gets upset because this is a continuing problem with Sayu. And so he's very much like, you're a man, you're married to your job, you might as well go F your job. And leaves, and her thought is, again? So clearly this is a pattern for her in her life. And so the next day she shows up to work and there are some new hires. One of them is this tall, handsome young man with glasses, top of his class, very charming, very debonair, very much like the playboy kind of personality. And she is the one tasked to train him. And that is something that leads to more with them. When it comes to the plot of this story, in the first volume, banging is the plot. These two essentially enter a friends with benefits, co-workers with benefits type of situation between the two of them, but it seems there is more afoot with our hero, Ryoichi. Ryoichi seems to have a darker side to him, and we don't know what that is or what that means yet, and why he's so enamored with Sayu right off the bat. Yes, she's a beautiful woman, but he basically comes out swinging with her, and the fact that she continues to act outside of his expectation makes him more drawn to her. Now, the art in this story is absolutely fantastic. Plot-wise, there's not too much going on yet. There are hints of things, but outside of that, again, there's not too much here yet. This is definitely going to be a slower burn, gonna take a minute to get going kind of a situation, but this is very explicit from the word go. Like, there's banging in every chapter, sometimes multiple times, depending on the circumstances. And these two have a very interesting older woman, younger man kind of dynamic going on. I don't want to say too much more than that about this specific one. Now, in comparison to other steamship titles, I have read the other two that have come out thus far. There's one more coming out later this month, but I haven't seen it in my store yet. As soon as I do, I plan on picking it up. But out of the three, this one sits right in the middle. Right now, I'll Never Be Your Crown Princess is still my favorite. Game is second. Outbride is last. That is just my honest opinions in my enjoyment of these series. This one wasn't cool. Consent is still clear in this one, like it is in I'll Never Be Your Crown Princess, but there's this slightly ominous feeling to all of it as well. So I don't know what that means for the future of the series. It's going to be very interesting at the very least. I am very excited to continue this one. So I do intend to pick up at least 2 more volumes in this one, because it might take a 3rd volume before we get too much plot movement. So right now I'm committed to at least 3 on this one. I'll Never Be Your Crown Princess, I'm in for the long haul. Outbride, I'm giving at least 1 more volume to see what happens, to see if my concerns are warranted, essentially. So that should probably give you a good feel for how I'm feeling about the Steamship imprint thus far. I am also worried about the one that's coming out. I think it's going to be a little more like Outbride, or I might compare it to other things I've tried on this channel. I don't know yet. So that one I'm very on the fence. But when it comes down to it, Game is a really solid series. It is very, very good. And this is a very safe set of panels. I like the art. There's a better look at the front of Ryuichi, not just his side. And I think that this is going to be very interesting. It's almost giving us it's almost giving me something's wrong with us vibes, but not quite. It's different than that. So I can't place it yet, but it's good. So with that said, this is just a quick little video to share my thoughts on this particular one because I wanted to do a dedicated one for at least the first 4 steamships, because those are the only ones that I know for sure that we got initially when they announced it. So with that said, thank you so much for checking out this video. Let me know in the comments down below how you're feeling about any of the steamship titles, and I will see you, well, if you're here just because you love me, leave me a chess piece as your emoji, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head?